Hey everybody, welcome back to the Breakdown Project. I'm Jason King.
And I am Josh Magic Michaels.
He's the magic in all of our eyes. Josh, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. I noticed in the last video I was wearing a safari hat.
Yeah.
Now I'm wearing this hat.
I like it.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life because it is sort of self-promoting, which is the douchiest thing you could do.
You think they'll be able to read your hat?
I don't know. Can you? Now I'm just showing it to people.
Just Joshin'.
A podcast that I had that I don't do anymore because people got mad at me for doing things I may or may not have done or said. Keeping it vague.
Whoa.
But I'm doing pretty good. You made a fantastic drink over here. What'd you make, Jason?
I made some delicious Moscow mules. Cheers.
Tasty. Yeah. Very good.
Bundaberg, ginger beer people. If you're not making it with it, what are you doing with your life? We're talking Morty's Mind Blowers.
Well, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Doing good?
Yeah, actually, it's been a really long day. I've been crying a lot,
That's
and
good. That's really
the
good.
sun's out, and it wasn't out 20 minutes ago.
I think I'm on a pattern now. So in every video, I think I should wear a different hat.
I think you're right.
I think next time maybe it's gonna be a beanie. Who knows? Stay tuned.
Oh, it's getting cold.
It is getting cold.
You might be able to get away with a stupid Russian hat.
Hey, I could get one of the ones with the puppy dog ears.
Yeah, I have one.
Well, save it for the next episode.
All right, well, we'll see. Stay tuned for Josh's magic fucking hat changes.
The magic hat changes.
Morty's Mind Blowers, what did you think? I liked it.
Okay. Truthfully, I watched it when I was pretty fucking drunk.
Right. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic
I feel
Josh
like
Michaels.
if there's a way to watch Rick and Morty, it's drunk. I mean, or high, but
Right.
or both. But I was just very drunk, and to be 100% honest with you, I don't really I remember it, but it's very hazy in my mind.
Okay.
But I do remember how I felt after the episode was over, and not my favorite episode. I will say that I like interdimensional cable a little bit more, in my humble opinion.
All right.
We're playing it in the background here, so if I get reminded of anything, and look this way.
Yeah, no, we're all hanging out, watching it on the old big screen to my left. I thought this episode was up there. I thought this episode gives it a really clear backstory of why Morty is the way he is.
Yeah, I mean it was a good episode, but I just feel like when it ended, I was just the credits were rolling, and I was like, maybe because last week's episode was so good that it just didn't hit me as much.
Well, we talked about how knew it was going to go down. I think this is a pretty soft landing. Like this first memory that he has of Mr. Lunes.
Oh, this was the one, maybe the funniest one.
Oh, no way.
Because
Mr. The bit, if he sees a man on the moon.
That was so funny.
If you see a man on the moon through a telescope and he looks at you and he smiles, I too would feel this way.
Yeah, I think this is this was hilarious to me. I think this was
I love that Vagina thinks he's talking in code for being molested.
Yeah, it was great. It was funny. I like interdimensional cable. I like that they
It's a fucking crybaby. You're not. It's never coming back.
I'm not saying I want it to come back. Like, I'm glad that they didn't let the fans bully them into making another interdimensional cable if that's not what they wanted to do.
Right.
And I'm glad that they did this. And I'm glad that it was just like their consolation prize. It's like, we're not going to do an interdimensional cable, but we'll settle for this. And it wasn't bad. I really liked it. I just like interdimensional cable a little bit better.
Do you feel like you still got the same crazy zany stories? I feel like you got it.
Kind
this
of.
fucking opening story of him.
Well, this one's great. Again,
he kills himself.
Again, this one was great. But there were some that were like, I liked when he's spinning around putting in the memories, and then there's like a Mr. Poopy Butthole proposing to Morty. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did see that.
That was crazy. I feel like, again, with every Rick and Morty episode, this is an episode you watch over and over and over, and you find like different
nuggets.
There was rules to it, and I think they're about to explain it in the episode now, that the red ones are things that Rick wanted to erase.
Right.
The blue ones are Morty wanted to
Blue ones are
erase.
Morty's fuck-ups, yeah.
And then there was one more color.
Purple.
Purple, which was...
You don't know.
I told you, very drunk when I watched it. Very drunk. Very drunk when I watched it.
I think this second bit, too, of having the NASA people come, transmitted a la Contact. Remember that movie Contact?
Mm-hmm.
And they come and they just take their stuff and leave. Did you ever see Contact?
I never saw Contact.
Oh, man. It's a great space novel movie.
I saw Arrival.
Ooh, what you think? Well, it's not gonna.
What do you think
I
about
love Arrival. I loved Arrival.
I loved it too.
It was
a
beautiful story about love. Like she knew what was gonna happen, and she still did it.
I'm a sucker for time travel, man. So there was a little bit of time travel.
I just like sci-fi, man. I'm a huge sci-fi guy.
That's why I love Rick and Morty, because they play with the genre, and they're like you could tell that even as zany and as out there as it gets, like they know what they're talking about.
Right.
When it comes to the genre of sci-fi, like they know the tropes and the. Like, they play with them in a way that, like, I don't think anybody else could.
What do you think about the pacing of the story? Like, the one thing that I got upset about, like, this is the contact bit. This is great. We're coming.
It's good. It'd be better if I had seen Contact.
Yeah,
though.
it's true. You missed the joke. But these are long, drawn-out bits, and they're great bits. And I feel like as the whole episode went on, like, the quicker, they were just quick hitters after a while. One after another, after another, after another, after another, after another.
I think that with Interdimensional Cable 2, it was just fast from the get-go. Like, it was rapid fire. It felt like.
I did want to see a Two Brothers trailer.
Two Brothers. Almost every Interdimensional Cable bit, me and, like, my friends and even my brothers will repeat to each other because they're just so fucking stupid that they're hilarious.
I agree.
Like the guy with the long arms that just steals shit. Like, it's just so
Steely?
yeah, it's so
Steely?
funny. It's just little bits. It's just little bits. Like they're just so funny to me. And this was funny, but in a different way.
I agree.
I did like this one too. This one where the alien has like an existential crisis.
And Morty tricks them into believing that religion's not real.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that
great.
was
hilarious. He goes, "That's enough evidence." When the demons come out of the ground. Also, this looks like the Mexican restaurant that I went to.
Oh shit!
Yeah, salsa and beer. If you're in the Burbank area, do yourself a favor and get some cheap, great Mexican food. Hi, Bob. How are you?
Hello, Bob.
Yeah, huge fan
I
of
thought that
Mexican
like
food.
we knew this was gonna go down. I thought this was like a great way to get back into like old style Rick and Morty. You know, it's just like a one-off episode. You're gonna get all these quick hit jokes. It doesn't really feed into this a little bit. It feeds into the theme a little bit of learning about Morty's backstory. But I really feel like it now you know why Morty is the way he is, and you get a glimpse of that later on when they both get zapped.
But I also thought it was a cop out. The end was kind of a cop out in a weird way. Like Summer just coming in and having to like do a phase 4 like reboot.
Right.
Like I don't know.
Well, I mean, it goes back to shitting on the fans the whole season, right? Oh my God, this is a dark. That's from like Ghost, right? Where the demons come up and grab you.
It's hilarious because is God real? Who knows?
Well, we both know and we both agree.
Look,
not real.
I don't think the Bible's God is real.
Well,
okay?
I don't think that God's real. I think science God is real.
I can confidently say that the Bible God is. I can confidently say that the Bible God is not real.
Yeah?
Confidently.
On camera for the YouTube
On
people.
camera.
Hello, all 10 of you that have watched our latest videos.
We got 9 views last episode.
So good, baby.
So good.
Last episode was way better.
I watched it twice. Jason watched it twice. Armando watched it 3 times. And I think Iffy might have watched it once. Is that 9?
I think that's 9. I think it's close. 2,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then
mystery viewer.
Ah! Yeah.
Hello.
Shout out to that mystery viewer from China who might be watching.
Now, this is episode 8. In the spectrum of the series is what we talk about all the time. Where do you feel like this falls? You said not your favorite, but would you say this is ranked last? Or
No. In the series, what I said, this is ranked last?
This series, of this season 3.
Of the season. Of
Correct.
the season, I don't think it's ranked last. Although I can't tell you what my what I would rank last. You talk and I'll think about it.
Okay, great. I love talking. What I wanted to say was like this last bit over here to the left was when Morty figured out that his mom loved Summer way more than him, and he immediately chose him. And this other bit where the worm comes out of him and they just fuck with him and like talk shit to him.
They're so impatient and so like annoyed with him almost even. Like, I got shit to do, Morty. Come on.
Don't you think like, oh, look at that. Oh, that's so gross.
What was your least what was your least so far? Because I feel like we can ask this question now that we're deep enough into the season.
Right.
What was your least favorite
Vindicators
episode?
3.
Really?
Vindicators 3 has fallen off the map for me.
Really?
Garbage episode compared to this season. Like, look at this. Morty's standing there with a giant worm coming out of his mouth, and no one's pulling it out.
I would say Vindicators 3 was underwhelming.
It doesn't fit.
top episodes, Whirly Dirly for me, and the last episode, the Rick Lantis mix-up. Those are probably top 2. Obviously, episode 1 of the season was great. I'm trying to think of what else we had.
Well, you can kind of see in all the episodes this season, what would you say some of the thematic stuff is? It's you're learning about the backstory of Rick. You're learning about how Morty actually operates. And you see that in 2 different things, right? You see evil Morty come about, which is what happens when Morty gets to keep his memories, it looks like, because it sounds like evil Morty's learned a lot.
Right.
And our Morty could be, it's obviously not Morty Prime, but Morty could be that smart if Rick hadn't stolen these memories from him.
I think, yeah, I think you're right. And maybe...
So in that thematic stuff, like, oh my God, this too.
That's like a Tauntaun reference.
That's a Tauntaun reference.
I got that one.
Hey, this guy, he's good. I really think that, like, in this, that's a giant spider.
Yeah, you should probably kill that spider that's on your couch.
Holy shit.
Jason lives in squalor for all of you.
It jumped.
You have jumping spiders.
I got it, though. He's dead. Okay.
He lives in squalor. He lives in, this set behind us.
If you push on it, it all
falls down. It's actually a green. It's a green.
It's
screen.
a giant green.
It's a green screen behind us.
Edit this part out.
No, yeah, because if Evil Morty had all those memories and didn't get any of them erased, he would just be another Morty. He would just So you're saying Evil Morty is who he is because none of his memories are erased, that he just has every single memory, bad or good, or he doesn't let Rick erase anything?
Well, to me, it seems like this is why Morty acts the way he acts, is because Rick is going in there and taking out these horrible things one by one. That's how you get a citadel of Mortys. That's how you get these people to fall in line, obviously.
Well, it's fucked up, too, because it's clear that Rick, at least for the most part, is in control of... Rick can, without Morty's consent, take away his memories.
Well, that's the whole thing, is that he's doing it at will. So how is he supposed to learn? How's he supposed to do anything? And I think he knows because evil Morty's around.
Yeah,
that's what
maybe
happens.
That's the consequence for not doing. Yeah, if you don't erase certain memories, you get another evil Morty.
Right, and Morty is just as powerful or more powerful or cunning than Rick.
Yeah.
So it's like a power struggle, right? That's what I would think.
It's not a bad theory. I'm also thinking about it, and I would say I'm answering your question while the commercial's playing. I know I might get some flack for this.
Okay.
But I thought, as far as the animation sequences go, this episode was fantastic. But the episode as a whole, and for the hype it got, was also a little underwhelming. But I have to say... Pickle Rick.
Ooh.
The animation sequences of Rick fucking those rats up was beautiful and amazing and worth a year and a half wait.
That set up what you can believe now, though.
Yeah, but the actual whole episode was like, oh, man. Like, it was a little underwhelming. Like, I don't know.
Wow. Well, you heard it here, folks. Josh Michaels hates one of the most favorited episodes of the season by
controversy.
A lot of people.
It's called controversy.
A lot of people.
It's what keeps you watching.
What do you think?
Actually, I hate Rick and Morty. How about that?
Oh, wow. One thing that I like about this particular episode, well, getting back to talking about like the themes and stuff of this season, Rick and Morty are doing a great job of a lot of character development for these guys.
Yeah.
And I think you're learning, and I keep hammering this point home, is like even though you're not getting the interdimensional different beings and the different universes, which I feel like we got a lot of this season no matter what, we're still getting a huge amount of shitty, bad, horrible things that we like about Morty and Rick both.
Yeah.
Do you feel like after learning this episode, like how much terrible shit has Rick done to Morty? Like,
oh, a lot. A lot.
Like more than I could ever fathom. Like I didn't think it was this bad.
A lot. Like he's had to have done. And I guess that's another reason why I wasn't super thrilled about this episode, is because I get it's a comedy, but it's also like it's also a dark comedy, and I guess I wanted the things that were erased to be more fucked up things. Like I didn't feel like the things that were erased, like the Mr. Lunar or whatever, that was pretty fucked up. The Morty making the alien question and afterlife was fucked up.
Right.
But there were certain things that I was like, really, like I've watched episodes where you guys do more fucked up things and don't erase, like Morty had a Gazorpazorp that he like raised from a child and grew up, and like it ended horribly, but like I don't know. I think I've seen so many more fucked up things happen, and like, why are these things the ones that got erased? Like, the bar wasn't high enough for me.
Okay, but you feel like they didn't raise the stakes high enough.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna erase something, it has to be something super fucked up, and I don't think that. But I get it's a comedy show, and I'm fucking overanalyzing it. But I just wanted the things to.
That's
be
our
more
job
fucked up.
here at the Breakdown Project to overanalyze the shit out of it. Sorry, we're having a glitch on the stupid thing.
But yeah, I don't want to overanalyze it, but I do want to. I did want the stakes to be higher. I did want more fucked up because I can imagine there's some super fucked up shit that went down. Yeah, and I just wanted to see that. I wanted to see the super dark shit. You know.
You didn't think it was dark enough.
I don't think it was dark enough. And this season has been darker, I think, than season 1 and 2, hands down. This season has been dark as fuck.
I thought we would see more Jerry in this episode.
We haven't seen Jerry hardly at all this season.
Right, and I think that's part of the big package. He went on the press tour and was talking about how dark the season was, and I think that was his. I think that's it. I think we're all going to see of Jerry. Like, he's not going to be involved at all.
I fucking love Jerry, though.
Everybody loves Jerry. Hashtag love Jerry.
Hashtag bring Jerry back.
Hashtag bring Jerry back.
Hashtag season 4 should be all Jerry.
Really?
Yeah. Rick and Jerry. Season 4, Rick and Jerry.
Rick and Jerry.
Rick and Jerry. It's a Rick and Jerry season. Okay. Let me say this. Let me say this now that we got the ad issue fixed out.
By the way,
Fixed out or
Adult
figured
Swim,
out?
get the app worked out. Also, we want to start a streaming show on the Adult Swim app. I think we have a great idea. You can get.
Let me tell you this. I maybe misjudged this episode. I don't have strong opinions. Okay, I got drunk and watched it, and I'm just telling you how I felt in that moment. I could watch this again now or later and have a totally different opinion.
Wow, alcohol really does have an effect on your opinion.
I think it makes you a better person.
I think it makes you a great person.
I think it makes
Anyone
everyone.
who says you can't drink
I think it makes everyone a better person.
alcohol makes you a better person.
Alcohol. You ever want to be your best self? Have a drink.
Alcohol, the only thing that's legal and has so many 12-step programs.
I know, and apparently the only thing that'll kill you if you quit it.
This bit about having a level
Absolute
shelf.
level, yeah.
Absolute level, and it brings Morty to
Ecstasy.
ecstasy would be a great word.
Sheer ecstasy.
Is that a science joke?
I don't know.
Being that level, would that make you that insecure? The world's a lie. Everything sucks.
Everything's crooked after you've been on absolute level. I don't know.
I don't
Who
know
knows?
either. Great
Who
bit
knows?
though.
I know what coming looks like.
We both know what coming looks like, right? I mean, not together.
We both know what each other's cum looks
We
like.
both have seen each other's cum. So this is post after they've both zapped themselves, and now Morty's really going to town on the memories, just slamming them one by one, one after another.
Jason, let me ask you the question that
Yeah.
I think everybody watching this episode.
One mystery viewer, baby. One
mystery viewer is probably wondering if Jason King could erase one memory from his brain, what would it be?
That's a great question. Okay, well, we were talking about love, and I would just love to erase all of my past girlfriends.
That'd be nice.
That's horrific. You can't get rid of that. One bad memory, all I have is one. I can only get rid of one.
Only get rid of one.
Okay.
Or what does a Jason King room of memories look like?
A Jason King room of memories is like drinking a lot, watching a friend of mine say, hey, I'm going to go home. I'm going to ride my bike home. And she put one leg over the bike and then threw her other leg over the bike and fell over. And, like, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Why would you want to get rid of that?
Because, you know, I think I forgot math.
I would say one time when I was a kid, I told my mom that she was ugly. I want to take that memory out of my brain. I have a beautiful mother, a very beautiful mother.
Wow.
You see how real and vulnerable
I see what you're doing.
get?
I see what also, what'd you think about Morty putting on that magnet and killed all those women?
Oh,
that hit
and
the
the
house?
specifically redheaded women, because we all know that Dan Harmon loves redheaded women. That's why in the Rick and Morty episode where Rick and Unity were there, he said a stadium full of redheads. Redheads tend to be a common thing because Dan Harmon is known for being quite obsessed.
He's an obsessive guy.
With redheads.
what I liked about this animal, he can hear animals bit, is the squirrel shit. The whole government of squirrels and how the secret underworld of squirrels works.
I liked it because just for the line that we got to put possible Doolittle on our hands. Just for that
Possible
line.
Doolittle.
We got a possible Doolittle on our hands. Also, which Dr. Doolittle movie is your favorite? The original? The Eddie Murphy?
Okay. Never seen any of them.
What? You never seen Dr. Doolittle?
Nah, I ain't got time for that shit.
Wow.
You like Dr. Doolittle? You big into Doolittle?
I watched.
You would do more Doolittle?
I would do more. I should have do more Doolittle. I watched Dr. Doolittle, the Eddie Murphy one, and I was a huge fan.
Wow.
Side note. But I was also like 5 when that movie came out. Or not.
Do you think this is Dan Harmon's way or Roiland's way of cueing us in on their views of the government via squirrel?
Via squirrel. I don't know. But it does imply that they've left dimensions multiple times, though. That's what this implies. To me, this implies that they have jumped from that. This implies to me that the only true characters that we can count on being the same are Rick and Morty.
Right.
That Summer, Beth, Jerry, they're all probably different versions of themselves.
I would agree to that.
I love the way Morty spins around shoving these things into his brain. It makes me laugh just because of how funny it looks.
Well, that gets back to the pacing. I wasn't watching the time when I originally watched this, so when he's slamming through these memories, I was like, oh, man, they're setting us up for this long con. Look at it. There's some fucking
There's
Mr.
the
Poopy Butthole.
And what did Morty say? Yes or no?
I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
Maybe Morty said yes. They got married, lived a long life, and were very happy. And someone cheated on someone. Someone's heart got broken, and they divorced. And now it's so painful, like Jason was saying. He wants to rip it out of his brain forever.
Here's how you know shit gets real. Is after Morty sees all of these memories. He sees it all. What's the one conclusion he comes up with?
He's going to kill himself? Yeah.
Suicide pact. They both agree to it. And the only thing that saves them is fucking Summer, which gives me... I'm so happy that they actually gave Summer a role in this season. I was really worried about, like, having another Meg or having another whatever character, you know?
I changed my mind. I would say...
I changed my mind!
I would say that the Mad Max Fury Road episode was my least favorite this whole season. To me, my least favorite. It wasn't a bad episode. It was a great episode, but it was my least favorite.
Well, now knowing what we know about this episode, this is not the first time Summer saved him.
Oh, no.
Right?
No.
And the way they treat her at the end here,
Yeah.
you stupid bitch.
You stupid
Why'd you let us fall
bitch.
asleep?
Yeah.
They're shooting houses.
The houses are actually worth being hunted.
Wow. Haunted house. You stupid bitch. How many did we miss? So they're right back to themselves. So what boot version of this? When's the last time he updated their memories, you know?
I don't even know.
I don't know either.
But I will say this. Not my least favorite episode.
Okay.
Not my favorite episode. That's a bold stance.
That's real vague. Real Josh Michaels-y.
Not my favorite. Not my least favorite.
I'm not happy with anything. I hate my life. I would rank this easily 3 in the season. I mean, not top 3. I would say like second from the bottom. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next week.
Oh, check out Josh's stuff with the Chatterbox crew. Check out Jason is up late. Check out all the good stuff in the links.
Lots of good stuff.
Does everyone watch it till the end, do you think?
I don't know. Well, we should give the people a treat that do.